go back to the end of this last stream?
Could do that.
Oh, that is a good idea.
Let's see here. Yeah, if it doesn't let you skip, yeah. Let me see here. Gosh.
We have a new thing to get onto him for now. It's saving.
Now saving.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. I got it open. I think we did stop at 11. I see the birthday cake.
Huh?
Yeah, we stopped at 11, so we're good. Here.
Okay. And this is Kanna? Or is this?
What's the next question now? Yes.
Maybe.
All right. The wind was still chilly, but the sun was warm. The cherry blossoms had fallen already, and the trees around the city were turning green. It was well and truly spring.
I guess I get to physics some more. I spent a lot of time studying now. Already forgotten a lot during the previous year. Java House is uniquely suited to studying. All I had to do was live there. I had more than enough time to study. In fact, there was little else to do. My studies were progressing much better than I expected. So much quiet and free time was the dream of any student. It's not what I was expecting, but I look at the clock. It was 3. Our days were fairly structured.
This is the little girl one, right? Okay. Emmy. She looks older to me for some reason. Hello, Jiang.
Oh, Emmy, you're back.
Still studying, huh? Good luck.
Emmy sometimes came to my room to pass time. She wasn't looking for anything in particular. I've been using honorific with Emmy before. But lately, I started omitting that. Well, you start coming every day, that's gonna be a bit annoying too.
Did you just say something weird?
We all still need to understand each other's words. But as we spent so much time living together, we began to get a sense of what the other was thinking. Alright, what did we do today? Emmy was lounging in my room as though it belonged to her.
Mood.
I said as I studied. She mainly read her picture books and ate candy. She was just looking for company.
He dance again.
She wrote something to the notebook and showed it to me. Show me Michael, it said. Michael Jackson, I guessed. She probably wanted to see me break dancing. No way, that's not something I could just show you. I shook my head as I answered.
Oh, wait, it was so cool.
Hey, I'm studying. Quiet, alright? Shh.
Okay. I'll try to study too.
She often spent time in her room. When she studied, she used the notebook I'd given her. Well, studying for her largely meant that she drew doodles and ate candy. And then after such laborious exertion, she was oddly quiet. She's already asleep.
睡着了呀？
Emmy was sleeping on the floor. No wonder she was quiet. Hey, Emmy, you'll catch a cold there.
Emmy，这么睡会感冒的。
Michael.
No Michael here.
别
Wake up.
Michael 了，快起来！
I rocked her to wake her up. She was already fast asleep. Well, she was a little kid. I was used to it anyway. It wasn't the first time. Alright then.
真拿你没办法。
I lifted up the sleeping Emmy and I carried her out of my room. Even at 8 years old,
才8
she's not
岁
easy to
但
carry.
只用胳膊抱还真是有点重啊。
My arms were numb when I knocked on her door. I wasn't going to last long.
喂
Can I come in?
我
It's
进来
kind of
了
urgent.
行吗？
Oh, wait a second. I don't know. Alright. Hey, I said wait a second.
I had no idea what she was saying. But when I entered, she stuffed away the laundry that had been hanging out to dry.
It was still really damp, you know.
Maybe she was embarrassed. But my arms were beginning to wear out.
Hold on, before you continue, I'm sorry for interrupting. I just want to make sure it's not me. Does it sound like Lenny's getting lower on some of
Yes.
these lines? Yeah, as you talk, like your first line will sound really low, and then the second one would sound normal. I don't know if you're moving around. I just wanted to let you know. I just want to make sure it wasn't my internet either.
Do I sound?
I gently sat down sleeping Emmy.
You sound
Sounds
clear.
good to me.
Good.
Good now.
好嘞。
Wow, that wasn't easy.
他又在我
Oh,
房里
wait.
睡着了。
She fell asleep in my room again.
I want ice cream. There won't be any ice cream.
She continued to sleep peacefully. My eyes began to drift around her room, whether I wanted to or not. I never really paid much attention to it, but now I realized how bare it was. There were no CDs, no game consoles, no fancy clothes.
Hmm?
Hey, isn't that...
那个难道是？
I saw pieces of pumpkin seeds laid out on a newspaper. She must have been drying them. Unusual. Even in China, not many people still ate things like that.
Could you stop staring?
She must have realized I was looking at something. Because she gave me an embarrassed look.
啊，抱歉，那我走了。
Oh, sorry. Bye then.
Hey, wait.
怎么了？
What's wrong?
About Emmy.
Hmm?
Huh? She stopped me but wasn't saying anything. What she wanted to say seemed visibly difficult for her.
It's nothing.
She shook her head and I left her room.
还是一点儿没变。
Some things never change. I was getting along quite well with Emmy, the younger one, but I wasn't getting much closer to the older one. She was introverted and shy. For me, it was just going to take some more time.
不过，可能我有点误会他了。
I guess I was also a bit wrong. I've been assuming all the young people in Japan were incredibly spoiled. The majority of them probably were. Some took their blessed environment for granted.
但是，他可能有点不太一样。
she's different. Apparently they needed money. Neither of them were going to school. They weren't like the girls wearing fancy clothes around town. Only ever seen her wear her tracksuit. Seen her dry pumpkin seeds. Fit into that picture too. It was night and very quiet outside. I stretched myself as I studied. Music was playing.
已经这个时间了。
It's so late already. I looked at the clock. It was 2 in the morning. I hadn't been paying attention to the passage of time.
明天又该去找 Sakura 桑了吧？
I was supposed to meet Sakura tomorrow. I was going to take the timesheet to her. It was necessary for the calculation of her wages, so we took turns taking it there. Actually, had it been my turn before, now hers? I tried to sleep anyway. Closed my study books.
是那只猫，好久没来了。
Cat! It's back. I rushed outside. On the platform, I steadied my breathing. I looked around. I realized I still had a study book and a notebook in my hands. Well, the last time I heard a cat had been a month or so earlier. There it was again. It seemed to be coming from the rails. I stepped down from the platform as quietly as possible. Oh.
那个
Oh. She was already there. She had probably come looking for the cat as well.
嘘，
I held a finger to my mouth to make sure she was quiet. And I pointed towards the right side of the tracks and said,
那我去这边找找。
I'll look over there.
Okay, I'll look over there.
She whispered back and pointed at the left side. We were splitting up to search. Where? I heard a cat again, but didn't know where from where. That cat couldn't have been far, but it was dark and I couldn't see much.
找不到啊。
This isn't working out. I looked around for a while longer, but rather than finding a source, meowing stopped entirely. I didn't find it. Oh, crap.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, sorry, that was my fault. She shook her head. Apparently she hadn't found a cat either.
His always run away when we try to look for it. Emmy has seen it a few times already.
I wasn't sure what she was saying. I think she made out the word Emmy. So she was most likely grumbling about Emmy having seen the cat, and it running from us.
可能是因为艾米是孩子吧。孩子。
She's a kid. That's probably why. She's a kid.
Is he?
She gave me a puzzled look, repeated the word. The word kid was too different in Japanese. I couldn't have given up at this point, but I had a notebook this time. I'd been using it for studying. I'd run out the door with it. I took a pen to one of the pages and showed it to her. This is Emmy, so this is...
He's smoking, so I guess he's an adult.
She pondered my drawing. My Japanese was not enough to explain, so I tried drawing it out.
艾米是小孩子。
Emmy is a kid.
Oh, Emmy is a kid. Heisey, huh?
对对，因为艾米是个孩子。
Yes, Emmy is a kid.
That's true. Maybe the cat just likes children.
She muttered and nodded. I made myself understood. Normally, cats do not like loud children. But given what had happened until now, maybe this one's different. The cat had run from both of us, even when we were trying to be quiet. With that in mind, it was a slightly eccentric cat. Maybe some cats like children?
You can actually draw really well, you know?
我的画怎么了吗？
What about the drawing?
It's really good.
She was pointing at my drawing and saying something. She didn't seem to be bad-mouthing it.
啊，我从小手就很灵活。
I've always been good with my fingers. I held out my hand. I closed my index and ring fingers only.
Wow, that's really hard.
嘿嘿，然后我还能在这个手势下单独把食指收回来。
I can also extend just the index finger from here.
Are you trying to say you're good with your fingers?
Whatever was going on, she was oddly impressed. I gave up on the cat and went back to the old station. I looked at the clock. 4 a.m. The sun is going to rise before long.
Well, good night.
等一下，
Wait a second.
Yes?
之前就想问了，
I've been wanting to ask you. Something I've been able to ask before. I've always stopped myself then. But now, she seemed to be in a fairly mellow mood.
你很需要钱吗？
You need money, right? I took out some coins from my pocket and showed them to her.
What about those coins?
你没去上学，还吃南瓜籽儿。
You're not going to school and you're eating pumpkin seeds.
如果真的很需要钱的话，和那个江先生说，他应该可以给你介绍一个更好的工作。
If you really need money, you can talk to Jiang, and he'll find you something.
Sorry, I have no idea what you're saying.
Of course, she didn't understand me. I opened the notebook again. Wish you understand her drawing. If she quit this job, then Jiang could give her one that paid a lot more. I'll also earn double. I'll be able to focus on my entrance exam studies a lot more. She'll be able to buy nicely clothes and just that tracksuit. You can also buy Emmy ice cream every day.
What is it?
没什么，晚安。
It's nothing. Good night. I went back to my room. I couldn't sleep until dawn. Why hadn't I tried to finish that exchange? Emmy had said something about being able to go back to school one day. If only she was a good kid.
咬一口，是好孩子的意思。
I figured that out eventually. I studied more Japanese after that. Being a good kid meant doing what your parents and others told you to do. Looking at it in a different light, it meant Emmy had not been a good kid. And so she couldn't go to school.
他明明是那么懂事的好孩子。
She's adorable. There's nothing wrong with her. There must have been other reasons. A reason that meant neither of them was going to school when others their age were. Wow, I slept so well. I stretched myself and sat up on my futon. Light streamed into the room when I opened the curtains. Since it used to be the waiting room, the windows were large, the room was so bright. Oh, crap.
It's night already. Emmy, wake up. Good morning. I ignored Amy's yawning and changed my clothes. I had to leave early in the morning and just didn't have time to dally. Get up. Wolf says you're eating pumpkin seeds again. I can't do that. Shut up. You shouldn't talk when you're eating. Oh wait, shit, I got the wrong. I associated my picture next to it and I got so confused.
It's okay. I was doing the same.
Oh, sorry.
That's alright.
I like them, okay. Anyway, Emmy, I have to go out for a bit. Okay, see you soon. Wait for me here until I come back. The weather looked very much like spring. Harajuku Station was completely crowded. I walked past the station, staring at the commotion. I was still gnawing on pumpkin seeds. I started frying them myself. I have to hurry, I'll keep Sakura waiting. It was payday, and someone had to take the timesheet to them. My legs still hurt, but I accelerated my steps. I didn't need to use the crutches much these days. My legs had mostly healed. I was waiting at an intersection when it happened.
Hey, you there. Stop ignoring us, you there.
What, me? Someone was talking to me. It was a girl I didn't know. Technically, I'd met her before, but I didn't know her. She and her friend had hurled abuse at me before.
Can you just fucking stop with the tracksuit? Yeah, you have any idea where this is? This is Harajuku, girl. We told you, right? We don't want bumpkins like you around here.
Well, what am I supposed to do about it?
This is the second time now. We're not going to just let you go.
It wasn't even noon and I was surrounded by unlikable girls. I looked to the people around me. All of them pretended to not know what was going on. I didn't want to keep Sakura waiting. I ignored the pain in my legs and made a run for it. Well, tried. Ouch. Before I could take a second step, I was laying on the ground. The things I'd been carrying went tumbling everywhere.
Hey, why are you running away? Pick up all this trash before someone slips on it.
I picked up the timesheet, my wallet, and some other things. I had to make sure I didn't lose any of it.
What are these seeds? Are you some kind of farmer? I'm asking you a question, moron.
They're pumpkin seeds. They're good.
What? You eat this shit? Seeds? Are you a squirrel? Just go back to your village.
The two laughed at me. Meanwhile, I continued to pick up my belongings. Of course they didn't help me. Everyone else who walked by nearly avoided us. Even if my legs healed, I would always have difficulty running. I remembered what the doctor had told me half a year before. At the time, I hadn't paid much attention to it.
Hey, you two.
I looked up to see Sakura.
What the hell is this? How about you guys stop bullying her?
しおりさんの後ろに。
Do you know her, Shiori?
いえ、すみません。知らなかったもので。
Never mind, we've just not seen her before.
Why, but the two cowered before Sakura. They clearly knew her. Perhaps they even feared her.
I'll help you gather all this, Sakurai.
It's all right. I can manage.
Do you like these?
She was gesturing towards the seeds. They were strewn across the pavement. Yes, I think they're good.
All right.
Sakura turned towards the two girls.
Eat them.
これをですか？
What? The seeds? Pick up the seeds and eat them.
いや、しおりさん、勘弁してくださいよ。
Can't be serious, Shiori.
You heard her. They're good. Dig in. Thank you for helping me.
It's all right. I grew up here. People know me. And this is part of my job.
Your job?
Are we still with the same characters?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not really a Yakuza, but you know, there are responsibilities.
Lies.
Oh, don't worry. You guys aren't doing anything shady. I'll make you some coffee, alright?
I handed over my timesheet. My job was done there. But Sakura seemed to have nothing to do, so we drank coffee and talked. I was surprised to hear that Sakura was going to university. Do you live here, Sakura?
Yeah, I have my own room. I don't go back to my parents very often.
I see. You must be very busy.
I'm also not on great terms with them.
I didn't ask why. She only grimaced at me. A young woman like her ought to live with her parents, I thought, and not sleep at her job. It was not a good situation.
What was your first name again, Sakurai?
Kanna.
Alright, Kanna. I want to ask you for something unrelated to work, so I'll use your first name.
Yes? I didn't have a problem with that. It was just a bit sudden and came with an ominous preface.
Did you see the cat?
No. Emmy has seen it a few times, though.
I see. Emmy saw it.
She said the cat is very friendly. But when Jiang and I go there, it runs away.
I see.
So what is it you want me to do?
Oh, never mind. It's fine.
I left and made my way back to Harajuku Station. Nobody came up to me to bother me. Perhaps nobody ever would again. I could hear them whispering, though. Nobody wanted to say it out loud, but they were still insulting me. Sakurai is such a strange person. I could understand her influence in the area, but why she cared so much about a cat was a mystery to me. A few days later, the sky was blue and beautiful. The crowds were out in force because of Golden Week, the holiday season. The moment we stepped outside our plot, the crowds surround us. Of course, Harajuku was a popular attraction, and this was nothing new. We, on the other hand, lived as though nothing had changed. Encapsulated in our little world. Don't know which one's which.
It's Emmy, I think.
You're eating something weird again, sis.
I'm not. They're sunflower seeds.
You're like a squirrel.
Whatever, okay? I like them. I was chatting with Emmy in the afternoon. There's nothing to do. We were simply hanging out in my room. I'd been so bored lately, I considered getting another job. But I'd always given up again. Even if I went out to work somewhere else, then I wasn't going to be in the station to earn money. It wouldn't actually net me that much more money working. Still, it all seemed so pointless.
Sakura, maybe?
Maybe. Hi, Kanna, you here?
Is that Sakura?
Good job.
Sakura, hello.
Oh, hi, Emmy.
Sakura, was it?
I was just swinging by.
I see.
I had the feeling Sakura was coming by more often lately. 2 days earlier, she brought us our pay.
Oh, I also brought ice cream. Let's eat it together.
Yay! Cream.
We've got to be quick before. Oh. I thought that was the sister lecturing the other sister.
I thought that too.
Sis, how many more of those sunflower seeds are you going to eat?
We walked over to the tracks and began to eat the ice cream. This area had been chilly in winter, but now the weeds were everywhere as it started to move into early summer. So wait, this is where the cat always appears.
It's black, right?
Yes, it's really, really friendly. I don't know, it always runs away from me. During our search a few days earlier, we'd come up with a theory that it liked children. It'd been his idea, but I was starting to agree. So, Sakura, what are we supposed to do when we see it?
As in...
Like, take a picture, catch it? Sakura?
Nothing. Just tell me about it.
Alright. It was an oddly half-hearted answer. On the one hand, Sakura seemed to be looking for the cat, but she also seemed to lack interest in it. I don't know which one this one is.
Just make a guess.
I think this is our boy coming back.
Oh, okay.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Oh, you're here too. Wait, no, don't made a voice though.
That's true, but there's been like rare occasions where the voice isn't used, even though
Okay, about to find
it
it.
should.
Oh,
Oh,
It's you.
Oh.
oh, hello. What's up, man?
A man was there. He was in his 40s. I'd never seen him before. The area was kind of off limits to outsiders. He must have snuck in, I thought.
Oh, you. Why are you here?
That's not nice. I'm just here for work.
I thought I was responsible for this.
That also makes me responsible for it.
Apparently, they knew each other. It was also clear they weren't on very good terms.
Oh, I guess you haven't met him yet, Kanna. He's the boss.
The boss? Of us here?
Yeah, kind of.
Hello there. You must be Sakurai?
Yes. Sakurai Kanna. I bowed politely. I couldn't be less than respectful to my employer. I was also nervous that he might have seen the crutches I hid near the entrance.
You don't need to be so nervous, Kanna.
But
This is my responsibility. You don't have. Wait. I think so. I think that's Sakura.
Yes.
Yeah.
No need to be so nervous, Kanna.
But
This is my responsibility. You don't have to do what he says here.
Pretty much. Well, see you around.
that was all he said and went over to the station building. Apparently,
Apparently, he wants to talk to Jiang.
to Jiang?
He gives him odd jobs sometimes, I think.
Is it safe?
Who knows? I don't really know what goes on in his head.
Afternoon, I was in my room studying.
难不成有人来了？
Do you have visitors? I look at the clock. It was just past 2. It was still a little early for Emmy to come visit me, but someone was outside, talking.
I think that's the guy.
Yeah, I think that's
You came back? Hey, Jiang, you here?
That sound like Jiang.
Long time no see.
都跑到这儿来了，有什么事儿吗？
What do you want? Why are you here?
I got work. Follow me.
又是那些开发商？
And speculation.
Just come with me. It'll be good for you.
为我好？
Good for me?
Yeah. You'll learn something.
Yeah. Fine. It only took me a moment to decide. I sealed the deal with his promise that I would learn something. I could just run away if things turned sour. He was the sanest person I knew, and I had no idea what he was thinking. But he thought there was something to learn. Might well have been true. Been driving for 2 hours already, much to my suspicion. The sun was starting to set. Most of the time we've been on the highway. We returned onto a smaller road by now. Jiang was driving. I was in the passenger seat, staring at the passing scenery.
还没到吗？
When are we going to arrive?
Soon.
We turned right at a large intersection. The traffic signs seemed to indicate we were driving towards the ocean.
话说， 江先生，你有驾照？
Hey Jiang, you have a driver's license?
Of course.
You showed it to me. It was an international driver's license, but a Japanese one.
难不成你入日本国籍了？
Did you get naturalized?
Well, it's a long story, and it was long ago. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
没有。
It's fine, just... I wasn't in a position to say anything, given that I was planning on going to a foreign university too. It wasn't out of the question that I might have to work there, get married, and get naturalized. I was already working in Japan.
可是抛弃祖国，
Abandoning your country just feels wrong.
Well, you're young.
We drove for another hour. It soon became night. At last we reached our destination. We were at the edges of some kind of port. Around us were long rows of industrial warehouses.
到了。
This is our destination?
Yeah, our cargo arrives here.
I could only see the levees drenched in darkness. Even if we were in the right place, nothing legal was going to show up here. Some kind of smuggling operation was afoot. The question was, how illegal it really was.
还以为干什么呢？原来是走私。
Is something being smuggled here?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, here they are.
A fishing vessel began to approach us from the bay. The lights were incredibly bright in the darkness.
It's bigger than I thought. More a bus than a car.
公交，这不是渔船吗？
A bus? That's a fishing ship.
Just help me with this, okay?
I was handed a number of flat packages, roughly the size of a book. The cardboard wrap was sturdy. Even with proper lighting, I wouldn't have been able to identify the contents. The fishing vessel pulled up to the levee. There's no unloading of goods as I expected. Instead, a considerable number of people began to leave the ship. I finally understood. Goods weren't being smuggled. People were.
Jiang, don't dawdle. Distribute the packages.
哦，好。
Okay.
One package per person, no more.
I was rather surprised by this situation. But Jiang was in his element. About 20 people had already gathered around me. I began to distribute the packages as had been told. When they opened them, I could tell what they were.
我说，这是护照吧？
Those are passports, right?
Don't worry about it. They're all the same anyway.
一样，这是假的。
The same? Like forgeries? I get the passports a closer look. It's all Hangul letters. They're fake Korean passports.
他们是南朝鲜的人，说的是中文呢。
Are they reading Koreans? They're speaking Chinese artfully well.
They're Chinese, but it takes the Japanese longer to validate Korean passports.
Jiang was going around giving directions to the new passport holders.
Use the name given on your passport. Insist that you're Korean. If they ask you anything else, pretend you can't understand them.
I merely watched these events unfold. I wagered they knew they were committing a crime. They all looked even more desperate. Of course, I knew that the people were entering the country illegally. But seeing it happen in front of me was something else.
surprise, Jiang.
Sure.
Not everyone is lucky enough to come here on a legit visa. You're a lucky one.
There was nothing I could say.
那他们今后要去哪？
So, where are they going now?
I think they're going to a dam construction project in the mountains.
就一直在那里工作。
Where there was labor way.
They won't go home for 3 years. I don't think they want to, though. The first 2 years are just for paying off the cost of the transit. They'll only earn money in their 3rd year.
The people who disembarked from the fishing boat got into a minivan. I stared at them, began to wonder, understanding what was I supposed to learn here.
江先生，能不能问个问题？
Hey, Jiang. I have a question.
Let's hear it.
为什么带我看这些？
Why did you want to show me this?
Because one day, you'll ask me for a job that makes money.
这才是关心我。
Is this your idea of kindness?
No. I just hate spoiled brats like you.
Ooh.
Let's go with Kanna?
Alright. It was June and the sky was sprinkled with white clouds. The wind was warm, perhaps already a little too warm. According to the news, which I had picked up while looking at a television screen in a shop, we were entering the rainy season.
Oh no, we were wrong again.
I think this is Jiang.
Yes.
I was surprised to find out that Japan had a rainy season too. It's gonna rain a lot.
今天谁先出门啊？
Hey, do you have to go out first today?
Either is fine for me.
我今天也没啥要紧事儿。
I don't have anything I really need to do either. We were standing in front of the timesheet. We were gesturing towards our roles and more or less understood each other. It was payday. Since we were both going out, it made sense to decide who went first.
Hey, sis.
Yeah? You can't wait to eat ice cream?
Know if I can get paid too.
Didn't I ask before? Do you want me to try again? As I look... Oops, that's you.
Okay. As I look at the timesheet, she gestured toward herself, me, and Emmy in turn. Was this the same suggestion she had made before splitting the wage?
不行，艾米还是孩子。
No way, she's a child.
Oh, hi Z. Yep, it's a no.
Our communication has gotten a lot smoother. That said, it was still limited to simple exchanges. Neither of us knew much of the other's spoken language, so we really needed to write it down a lot.
Good morning, Jing. Kanna.
Did my microphone cut out?
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't hear anything.
Good morning.
Aren't you in a good mood, Emmy?
Yes, today is ice cream day.
You also had ice cream last week. You ought to buy her ice cream more often, Kanna.
I didn't know what they were talking about exactly, but I realized Sakura had begun using Kanna's first name. She called her Sakurai before. They seem to be getting along.
Alright, here's your dough, Kanna.
Oh, thank you.
She took it gleefully. Emmy was bobbing around next to her. They had such different personalities, but sometimes their reactions were alike. At times like this, it was obvious they were sisters.
Alright, so who's going out first today?
We haven't decided yet.
You could go together. I'll stay here until you return.
Cream. You'll be really bored here, Sakura.
Don't worry about it. This is the only way you two will ever be able to leave at the same time.
The three of them had been talking for a while. I understood a few words and had a rough idea of what was going on. We'd been talking about who would go out first anyway. Apparently Sakura was suggesting that we leave together. She would hold the fort in the meantime.
我是无所谓啊。
I don't mind. Emmy was ecstatic, while her sister was showing a more conflicted reaction. We still weren't particularly close, but I wouldn't have expected her to resist the idea of going around the city with me so much.
Alright, Jiang, take Emmy ahead with you.
She pointed at Emmy and me. We were being sent out first. It was noon in front of Harajuku Station. The weather was already a little uncomfortable, but there were many people in the street. I found a few days earlier that the reason I was seeing so many middle and high school students was that they were passing through on field trips. I would thought they'd go to more historic places. But Harajuku was popular with young people.
Hey, Jiang! Ice cream.
哦，好，买冰淇淋。
Yeah, ice cream. My reverie was interrupted. She always wanted ice cream. When we turned off into Takashita Street and crowds stood up then, I saw girls wearing eccentric clothes and guitar players on the sidewalk. Students passed by carrying branded bags. Octopus dumplings were a whopping 600 yen. I still had trouble getting used to this lavish display of wealth. Even the grade schoolers around me were wearing adorably fancy clothes.
久等啦，Amy 的蛋筒。
Here you go, sock cream.
Alright, Jiang.
Emmy gleefully began to eat the ice cream. She was rarely treated to it after all. Little girls passing by in front of us. Probably attended some kind of private elementary school, judging by their cute clothes.
Amy，你想不想去学校？
Do you want to go to school too? I wrote this down in my notebook and handed it to her. Want school? Is what it said.
School? Yeah, I want to go to school.
But instead of me, I think. Wait. Oh, crap. She stopped. Instead, she looked at the high school students walking by in front of us. They were smiling, wore makeup, and their hair was dyed. They were eating the 600 yen octopus dumplings. I looked at them as well. I noticed stark differences with the one I knew, eating seeds by herself.
难道是在担心姐姐 Kanna 吗？
Are you worried about Kanna?
Kanna?
对 ，Kanna。
Yes, Kanna.
Yeah, I want Kanna to go to school. They're all working. My father, my mother, Kanna, they're all working for me. So I'm trying not to complain.
Emmy looked very sad. Of course, I didn't know what she was saying. But looking at her, I realized that she was forgetting to eat the ice cream she's been looking forward to so much.
Hey! Melting.
Emmy began to eat again. Now she looked different.
Thank you, Jiang. It's good.
She smiled at me. She continued eating and smiling at me. But I knew it was a real smile. She's been like this before. Perhaps my inability to understand her language meant I understood this all the more. A child having to face a smile hurt me deeply.
就这么定了。
Alright.
Alright, I whispered. I'll work up some courage in the middle of all these things.
Amy， 你一直想看对吧？
Hey, Emmy. You asked me before, right?
Yes?
说想看 Michael。
You wanted to see Michael.
Oh, why are you being Michael now?
Because I'm a smooth criminal. I was shocked to see me break dance. Anyway, I was just as surprised.
This is embarrassing.
Well, I also thought it was embarrassing too. There are a lot of people around us. Many of them look at me suspiciously, wondering what was going on. Besides, the row was paved. And all I could do was moonwalk, which ended up looking a little silly. Still, I kept it up with what barely passed for breakdancing said.
Amy， 我以前也说过是不是？
Hey, Emmy, I told you, right?
Yes?
Michael 呢？是不能轻易让别人看到的。
Michael isn't something I could just show you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
只有现在这个最特别的时候才能
This
看到。
is an exception. Yes, I couldn't do this anywhere. People were surely thinking of me as weird. There's a chance they would celebrate, but it was low. I didn't want to be laughed by high school students. But my biggest worry was getting reported to the police as a nuisance, being dragged off for questioning. So, really, I could only do the bare minimum. A couple of awkward impressions of Michael Jackson. That was it. That was all I could do.
I'm late, but hee hee.
I wanted you to leave and turn back towards Sakura.
This is Kanna.
Oh, crap.
Hey, Kanna, why didn't you go with them? You're shy, right? Is that why you don't get along?
That was exactly it.
My shyness was even worse around boys. We'd already been there half a year. But I still wasn't using his first name. There's more,
Tell me what's wrong.
...
Oh, I didn't see that.
I'll listen to you.
I don't have clothes.
What? Clothes?
Sakura gave me a stunned look. But I was serious. I've been worrying about this for some time. It was embarrassing. I hadn't mentioned it to anyone yet. When I was alone, it was alright. But walking in front of the station with my tracksuit was hard.
Huh. That's a relief.
A relief?
You're a normal girl too. I've only seen you in your tracksuit. I was getting worried.
She smiled at me.
Come on, Kanna. Let's go.
But where?
To the station. No, to Takashi. To Takashita Street.
What? But then there will be nobody there. Here.
It'll be fine for a short while. Hey, Kanna. Do you still need the crutches? Do you really think I didn't notice?
I followed Sakura away from the building. Eventually, we reached Harajuku's bustling streets. It felt like I was being dragged into something. And I was surprised she'd known about the crutches. I thought I always kept them hidden, but apparently not. Besides, she kept me employed the whole time. There's no point in talking about it now. Sakura guided me onwards, oblivious to my uncertainty. Eventually, we reached a store. I knew it was a famous store, and it was full of young girls.
Pick anything you like.
Pick what?
The clothes here are good for the price.
Sakura, I don't understand.
Look, what I'm saying is, I will buy you clothes.
Sakura and I prowled the store afterwards. I could see cute clothes I'd seen on TV and in fashion magazines. There was something I had my eyes on since coming to Harajuku the first time. Hey, what about this?
That's a bit much, I think.
I think I did it backwards.
Maybe.
I think this one's you, actually.
Okay. No, I think the frills are cute.
I had to fend off Sakura's suggestions at time. Well, I tried on different things.
Yeah, that's good. It's really cute.
When I saw myself in the mirror, I wasn't sure it was really me. I never had something other than tracksuit. It was like an unknown girl was looking back at me.
Well, I'm poor too. It's not the biggest present, I know.
Sorry.
That won't do.
Oh. She suddenly chopped me on the head.
Again, what do you say when you're thankful?
Yes. Thank you.
Wow, see? You can smile. It's the spirit. Let's go out into the streets.
It was beginning to turn orange. Commuters, both workers and students, filled up the station area. We were also still there. You suddenly, Jiang.
对不起，对不起。
Yeah, sorry.
It was really embarrassing. There were people watching.
Emmy was pouting. Clearly she was talking about earlier. She wasn't upset. She was just a little embarrassed, I thought. Well, I was even more embarrassed.
Don't start doing that next time, alright?
I didn't seem sad when she wanted. She's back to her old positive self. Awesome, I thought. Mission successful. It hadn't been for nothing.
好嘞，那就再给你买个冰淇淋，好不好？
Alright, buy more ice cream. Put out my notebook and wrote, give ice cream.
Eat more ice cream!
Oh, there you are.
Sakura-san.
Sakura-san?
Cute!
We met Sakura. And Kanna, who was trying to hide behind her. She wasn't wearing her simple tracksuit. Rather a cute checkered shirt and skirt and red ribbons. So she seemed to be uncertain and only glanced in my direction. You look like a normal girl in Harajuku, not a place at all.
I need more ice cream. Really? Yeah, thanks, Jiang. Thank you for looking after Emmy so often.
She looked uncomfortable. Emmy had been thanking me, I was fairly sure. Was Kanna now trying to thank me as well?
I'll give you the money for the ice cream later.
Ha!
Oh.
That's not the way. You don't learn. Again?
Sakura suddenly chopped her on the head. I had no idea what was going on.
Thank you, Jiang.
That was the first time she called me Jiang. The new skirt fluttered a little, and she looked at me bashfully. I also felt a little embarrassed.
我才要谢谢你。
Oh,
Kanna.
You're welcome, Kanna. I looked up at the sky that evening in June. A large moon was peeking out through the rain clouds. In the end, we all had a lot of fun together with Sakura that evening. Sakura was the only one who drank. But she drank enough for the rest of us. Amy was happy, having had ice cream twice. I remember with Kanna looking quite red the whole time. Possibly because of her new clothes. Kanna. I hadn't used her name much before. 6 whole months we lived and worked together. We were finally getting closer, I thought.
Jiang, you're dancing on the street for money now? Seriously? Come on.
It was to the little girl, Jiang. The sky cleared during the dry days of the rainy season. Instead of impressive dampness, our skin was stung by the sun. Through early cicadas were early crying. Summer is close. Ah, crap.
It's so
Yeah, I don't like the rain, but this. Emmy and I were out in front of the station. We needed to get groceries.
a new shop open over there.
You're right, they have pasta, it says. So, spaghetti?
What spaghetti?
We're not eating there. These places are too expensive. We'd almost never eaten out anyway. Even in the countryside, we usually cooked at home. And that went even more so for Harajuku. I was planning to cook rice in the rice cooker. And to buy some side dishes ready-made. Sometimes Jiang, cooked a large meal for all of us. But generally our meals were all modest. Look, lunch is 2,000 yen. That's way too much.
We're lining up.
Yeah, they're all rich. The 600 yen fried dumplings in front of the station had surprised me. But 600 yen for a steamed meat bun was even crazier.
Maybe we could open up a place ourselves.
A place? A restaurant?
Jiang is a really good cook, right?
He is, but... I began to say, but stopped myself. Emmy had said it on a whim, but it wasn't such a bad idea. Harajuku was certainly attracting a fair number of tourists.
You want to run a sidewalk cafe?
Yes, it was Emmy's idea. I thought it wasn't so bad. I took the idea to Sakura as soon as possible. Whatever we did, we were going to need her consent.
I see. Yeah, that sounds good.
Really?
You have a fair amount of space around the tracks.
Yes, I could fit a few tables and chairs in there.
And the location is great. It's 3 minutes from Harajuku Station.
I nodded. It was fenced off at the time, of course. But that was to keep people away. And Jiang's cooking is really, really good.
Of course, he used to be a professional.
I see.
Yeah, the boss told me all about it.
I hadn't known. But based on the food I'd eaten from him, I readily agreed.
Anyway, you need his support.
We're gonna run the sidewalk cafe.
Emmy, he can't understand you. I explained it to him in a more orderly fashion. Of course, I had to add written letters to supplement what I said. Tea with snacks is very popular right now.
Hey Jing, I didn't know you were a pro cook.
但是
But
I was sure he got the gist of it. But he wasn't very enthusiastic about it. Eventually,
不好意思，我就不参与了。
he shook his head and showed me what he'd written. I didn't need to know the pronunciation to know what it meant.
那再见，我要看出去了。
well, I have to study now.
He said no.
唉，开不了，没办法的。
Yeah, it's sad, but that's how it is.
Besides, if we wanted to run a cafe, we'd have to buy a lot of stuff, not just tables and chairs. Our single gas stove wouldn't have been enough. We would have needed a larger fridge too. Besides, more than the cooking, the everyday management of the cafe would probably have been difficult.
I was studying in my room as I often did. Emmy was hanging out in my room as well.
What cafe?
哎，你还在说这事儿啊？
You still talking about that?
Your food is really good, Jing.
I had a rough idea what she was saying. Emmy hasn't stopped talking about running a sidewalk cafe since the day before.
The cafe has ice cream too.
不早啦，你该回你屋啦。
Should probably go back to your room soon. This was a pretty normal conversation. I have to make sure to send it back to her own room at some point.
喂，趁还没睡着，回你屋去。
Hey, don't sleep here. Sleep in your own room.
喂，Amy，
Hey, Emmy. She didn't answer. Must have been asleep already. Turned towards her.
喂，怎
Hey,
么了？
what's wrong? Something was wrong with her. She wasn't sleeping. When I touched her cheek, it was very hot. Her breathing was unsteady. She'd been fine only moments before.
Emmy, it's time for your bath. Emmy?
来的正好，他突然就……
Thank goodness you're here. She's losing consciousness.
Hey, Emmy, what's wrong? Does it hurt? Tell me what's wrong.
I feel so dizzy.
Hang in there. I'll call a doctor.
This was the first time I've seen Kanna look so nervous.
Hey, Jiang, how do I call a hospital?
Kanna, 先冷静。
Hey, Kanna, calm down.
Right, an ambulance. I have to call an ambulance for Emmy.
所以说，先冷静一下。
Just calm down,
这里没
okay?
有
We
电
don't
话
have a telephone here.
I don't... I can't...
She started crying. I'd never seen this shy, quiet girl look so confused before. Perhaps they need an ambulance? We didn't have a telephone, but there was a phone booth outside. I didn't speak Japanese. The person on the end certainly wasn't going to speak Chinese either.
振作点，Kanna。
Calm down, Kanna.
你必须去叫救护车。
You have to call an ambulance. I did the best of the Japanese I knew and wrote it down in my notebook.
Okay.
Kanna left to use the telephone booth. I spoke to Emmy to help calm her down.
Amy，还好吗？难受吗？
Emmy, are you okay? Does it hurt?
I feel so dizzy.
稍微等一下， 马上就带你去医院。
Just wait. I'll get you help. I lift up her body from the floor.
I don't know if this is Kanna or Emma.
I think it's Emmy.
Maybe Kanna? Alrighty.
The ambulance wouldn't be able to enter the grounds. I had to carry her out to the street. I carried Emmy's body before whenever she fell asleep. This time, she was a lot easier to carry. Her slender little body was as light and brittle as a feather. The ambulance arrived amidst heavy rain. They allowed the two of us to ride with Emmy to a nearby hospital. It only took around 5 minutes. Kanna didn't say one word in the cramped ambulance. She was trembling as she looked at Emmy. It had become night. By the time they carried Emmy into the hospital, we had to wait in the hallway. Kanna sat down on the bench and looked at the ground. Whatever I said, she only mumbled yes in return. Her mind seemed completely absent.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh.
Oh.
Sakura had rushed over to meet us. I called her earlier.
Don't worry, Kanna. I know these people too.
Okay.
Leave this to me. You can give them your insurance card later.
Okay.
I watched them for a while. Eventually, one door opened and a doctor came out. When Kanna, sitting on the bench, saw the doctor, she rushed over to him.
Doctor, is Emmy alright?
落ち着いてください、桜井さん。
Please calm down, Miss Sakurai.
But she could die.
大丈夫ですよ。ただの風邪でしょ
It's alright. It's probably just a cold.
う。少なくとも心臓疾患に関するものではありません。
At the very least, it's not connected to her heart condition.
Okay. That's good.
Kanna sighed with relief. Just from looking at her, I could tell that much of her tension had disappeared.
ただ、まだ少し熱がありますので、一晩点滴処置させていただきます。
She still has a fever. We'd like to keep her here for the night.
Okay, I'll stay with her here.
But...
Oh.
What?
Talking.
I'm so confused. Who is talking right now?
Doctor.
Me.
This is the doctor right here?
Yeah, I think.
Let's go for it. It's fine. You're tired. Go home and sleep.
I think it might be Sakura.
Yeah, it might be Sakura, right?
I'll say. Yeah.
Thanks for the black screen, game.
Jiang, take Kanna home, would you?
By the time we walked home, it was drizzling. Kanna was visibly exhausted by the time we arrived. All the lights in the building were still on. We left in a hurry. I looked at the clock. It was 4 a.m. The sun was going to rise an hour later.
Jing, can we sit?
She said something before walking towards the bench on the platform. I followed her. When I sat down next to her, she gave me a helpless look. This had happened before. On Christmas, with snow falling around us. It was a summer night now, and warm rain was falling.
I'm sorry you had to see me like that.
Kanna spoke quietly. The loss of nervousness replaced by wary sadness.
So, Emmy has a heart condition.
抱歉，用说的我听不懂的。
Sorry, I don't understand. I tried to write in a notebook as always.
It's fine, just listen.
He stopped me. She didn't want me to write. Maybe she just wanted me to listen.
They told us something was wrong when she was 3. Nothing especially dramatic. A lot of people have heart conditions. But surgery was going to be really expensive. The doctors also said it was best to do the surgery while she was still a child. They said there wasn't going to be much trouble if we had done it before she was 10.
She continued. The rain softly fell on the roof. Kanna seemed to be speaking to herself more than anything.
But it would be more risky if she was older. So Mom, Dad, me, we've been working really hard together. We want to be able to send her to school, right? She's such a nice and honest kid. I know, since I'm her sister.
The June rain did not let up. The black sky continued to send more towards us. She continued to speak to me, and I still had no idea what she was saying. No, she wanted to talk to someone. She wanted someone to listen. I knew that she wasn't worried about herself. Though, who was she worried about? It was obvious. She was worried about Emmy, whom she loved so much.
Kanna，你能不能也听我说两句？
Hey Kanna, can you listen to something too? I closed the notebook. I returned the pen to my pocket too.
Want something off your chest too, I guess.
其实啊，我已经没有家了。
You know, I don't have a family. I have relatives, but my parents had died.
但是，我还清楚地记得小时候的事儿。
I remember my childhood really well.
我很崇拜自己的父亲，希望自己也能成为他那样的人。
I adore my father. I want to grow up to be like him.
可是不知道从什么时候起，我好像就变了。
But at some point, I changed. I couldn't remember when it had been. It hadn't been a sudden thing. More like a slow change.
所以啊，我想重新来过。
So I want to give them a chance. I got up. I took a few deep breaths. Okay. I didn't know why I did it. Something had built up inside me. I was trying to get it out. That's good.
Yeah, I feel better.
看呐，谢谢你能听我说这么多。
Kanna. Thanks for listening to that dumb story.
Jiang, thanks for listening.
Neither of us knew what the other said. And we both took a deep breath. Our loads seemed to be a little lighter.
A cat.
看呐，那边。
Look over there, Kanna.
Yeah, it's a cat.
A black cat had appeared in the rain. It was coming towards us.
Wow, it's so friendly.
这就是艾米说的那只猫吧？
It must be the one that Emmy was talking about.
It always used to run away from us.
She gave the cat a puzzled look. I nodded. You were probably thinking the same.
总而言之，今天就这样吧。
Well, let's do this now.
Oh, yes.
She nodded when I showed her the sketch I made.
Is this me? It looks weird.
She pointed a sketch and grimaced. When she played with the cat in the lane, just hope the expression became very clear. You know what? Kanna, you take a chance.
About a week later, the sun was shining. The light cloud cover made for a colorful contrast of white and blue. Vast numbers of cicadas cried as if to signal the end of rainy season. It had truly become summer. Welcome! Okay, the tea and snack combo twice. Emmy was greeting customers enthusiastically despite her age. Well, oh.
Ah, damn it. Why Kanna was constantly flustered. I was responsible for the kitchen. Together, we ran a sidewalk cafe. We only had a small sign near the entrance. Perhaps due to the location, we were very busy starting from the very first day.
Emmy, 3号茶。
Emmy, number 3, tea.
Alright.
Kanna, 1号点餐。
Kanna, number 1, food.
Okay.
I was here to say simple things to them without using the notebook. There wasn't much I regularly used, but it was enough. Sakura had gotten us tables, chairs, plates, and cutlery. Also another stove and larger fridge.
Hey, Jiang. Can they order coffee?
Coffee? 哦，你说咖啡
Did
啊
you？ say coffee? Coffee?
Oh, okay, we don't offer coffee.
Apparently someone had ordered coffee. Not unreasonable, given that we call ourselves a cafe.
没有咖啡。哪一？
No coffee, no. We're under open sky, but we weren't really a cafe. For the most part, we offered tea and snacks. After talking with Sakura and realizing we didn't have a real kitchen, we had to settle on dim sum. It also meant that our profits were large because of cheap raw materials. Good thing tea and snacks were booming in Japan at the time.
毕竟这地方连小摊的肉包都
I
没有。
mean, there are places selling steamed meat buns for 600 yen, so I was confident dim sum tasted good. Compared to other places, it was still cheap. There was just that expensive, I thought. However, there was one issue I discovered about an hour after opening up.
We're all full.
We didn't have nearly enough tables. The usable ground space was surprisingly small as well. Also,
What about rolls? Did we run out already?
春卷没有了。哪一？
no spring rolls, no. I couldn't cook fast enough. I couldn't keep up with tea and apricot jelly desserts. Anything that used oil was time-consuming for making large numbers on a gas stove. Cost performance, as one would say, was terrible. We had to narrow down the menu even further. That's what would be good would be to start only set of combos and not individual items, I thought.
Hmm? 怎么了？你也来啦？
Hey, look who's here. Kanna started coming more regularly since that night. They seemed to be talking to us, but wouldn't speak cat. I was kind of busy, wanted to give her a treat later.
总之你就在这待着，当个吉祥物好了。
Just right over there, okay? He'll be our mascot. It was almost as if the cat understood. He began to lord around the tables.
いやー、嘘。猫いる猫。
Whoa, a cat.
すごい。
Oh wow, it's so cute.
We're customers seemed to like it. When tried to touch it, the cat ran away. I liked Emmy. And you and Kanna and me only approached from in a good mood. It would have been nice had it stayed there. The cat would probably attract customers.
The line of people is going all the way out the plot.
听不懂，写下来，写。
I don't understand. Jot it down in a notebook, okay?
Nope. Oh, like this?
Look at the page. It said long line. Apparently, he had a long line of people waiting for a spot.
这就麻烦了。
That's crazy. People were coming faster when they were able to serve them. There were too many people for available space and the time they stayed. Sakura had warned us about this. When the line stretched out onto the street, she said the government would complain. In the worst case, they would shut us down.
好吧，很遗憾，今天只能到这儿了。
Alright, we're closing for today.
What? Already? It's barely 4 p.m.
说什么都要关门了，我瓦力。
We're closing. I went to the opening of the fence to put a sign saying that we're closing. It was a waste of good business, but there's already a lot to improve. First day had been a great success.
虽然问题还不少，但至少起步了。
There's still a lot of things we can improve on, but I'm glad we started this.
是吗 ？Amy 身体很差吗？
See, Emmy is sick. Sakura explained everything to me later. Of course, she didn't know everything either, but it was enough to give me a fair idea. Emmy had a heart condition and her family is having a hard time because of it. The cost of the surgery would be very high. I heard about it on television too. It wasn't a rare disease. Kanna quit high school for this reason. They needed the money.
干吧。
I'll do it. That referred to both the Sidewalk Cafe and me studying Japanese. Originally, I only come to Japan to earn money. To take the university entrance exams. I hadn't intended to actually study Japanese very much.
学一点儿，还是有必要的吧。
I should learn at least a little. I remember the Japayuki girls from the club. It only seemed polite if I was going to live here for a while. Besides, I want to be able to speak with Emmy and Kanna. The sun was disappearing in the west. The sky was red. It was the end of a very eventful day for our sidewalk cafe. We opened at 10 a.m. served customers the whole day. Eventually closed at 4. By the time we got everything cleaned up and sorted out, it was 9 p.m.
It's rough.
We relaxed in front of rail tracks. The summer heat in Japan was intense. We were completely exhausted.
That's so much fun, sis! Really? You're taking this well? Hey! You're eating again!
Emmy seemed to be in high spirits. But we had to think about our business hours. With just 3 people, perhaps it was best to focus on lunchtime. Anything longer than that was too difficult. We had to think about it. Especially since we weren't going to do it just once or twice, but every day.
Amy, Kanna, 你们过来一下。
Emmy, Kanna, come here.
Did you call us? Okay, what is it, Jiang?
I put out a cardboard box. It wasn't just any cardboard box. It held our revenue for the day.
刚才数了一下，今天的营业额是34120日元。
I counted it earlier and it's 34,120 yen. I showed them the banknotes. For a first day trial run, that was a good result.
Oh, there's so much money. Wow. I did it wrong. Wow, that's so much money! Yeah, I'm a little scared.
但是呢，还是要从中扣除必要的经费。
We have to subtract the necessary expenses for that. The groceries weren't very expensive. The money we had to give to Sakura in return for the appliances was the far bigger sum.
Good work. Looks like a big haul.
Oh, Sakura, hello.
Sakura arrived as if summoned. I could see something on her feet. She brought us something.
这难道是保险箱？
Is that a strong box?
Oh, yeah. I got this for you. I figured you'd need it.
She brought us a little strong box. That was going to be very helpful. I had to probably take the profits to the bank. But going every day would take a lot of work. We need a way to store it for a while.
By the way, were the groceries you had enough?
Oh, they're all gone.
Okay, Jiang, you two go out.
She wrote it down for me. We were supposed to go out and restock on groceries, it seemed.
I'll look after this place until you get back.
Hey?
Don't worry. We want this to go well too.
Okay, shall we go?
太晚了，商店就要关门了。
Yeah, before the shops close. I went to the time sheet to mark myself absent, but I stopped.
Hey, what about this?
这么一说，这还是咱俩第一次同时出门。
This is the first time we're both out together, right? Normally we would have used a dash for my absence, but that was pointless for both of us. Of course we could have added Sakura since she was filling in, but she was also the boss, so that didn't feel right.
哎，算了，没时间了。总之，先出门吧。
Whatever, we're running out of time. Let's just go. It was beginning to grow dark. We rushed towards Yoyogi to buy food supplies. It would have been half an hour by foot if we had walked slowly. A round trip would have been an hour. The problem was that Harajuku didn't have any stores that sold groceries. There wasn't even a supermarket, much less a butcher or a greengrocer. And so we were making our way towards neighboring Yoyogi. It was fairly far away. This area also had some cheaper stores like the one I'd gone to before.
沉不沉啊？
Is the bag too heavy?
The bag? No, it's fine.
We finished our grocery shopping. I was carrying a bag in each hand. Kanna had a smaller bag. We spoke only low as we walked home. When the side was narrow, I walked ahead. When it's wider, we walked side by side. She wasn't using the crutches anymore. When I met her, when I met, she had been used to hiding them. But now she didn't even need them anymore. We came back out onto Takashita Street. At the time of the season, there were people here. There seemed to be quite a few high schoolers around. Maybe the summer holidays were starting soon. They were quite visible. I could see Kanna staring at them. They must have been close to her age.
Kanna，有没有想过回学校？
Hey Kanna, why don't you go to school again?
Did you say something?
也不是说现在啊，就说以后艾米身体好了，那个时候。
You can go to school again when Emmy's alright, right?
Sorry, I don't get it.
Apparently pointing to students wasn't enough. I used the notebook. I tried drawing an upbeat, kind of wear the school uniform. I didn't know how to write it down, so I decided to draw.
怎么样？明白了吗？
What do you think? Do you understand?
You want to know if I want to go back to school? I'm not sure.
Apparently she understood, but she wasn't sure what to say in response. I was fairly sure she had misgivings about the situation. Everyone would rather have fun at school than having to work.
What do you do, Jiang?
Me?
You want to take the university exams again, right? University?
Oh,
Oh, yes.
对
I want to take the exam again.
I see. You have something to do. I don't really have a goal like that. My only goal now is to help Emmy get better.
Kanna muttered sadly. I could make out with Skull and Emmy. Probably I thought she was more worried about Emmy than about school. It was night. And before we knew it, 11 p.m. had passed. At last we were done. Cleaning up and sorting everything out for the next day, that is. Based on experience we gained on the first day, we were probably to cook most of the snacks in advance. Cooking them on the same day was just not feasible.
不好意思啊，让你忙到这么晚。
Sorry that you had to help me out so late.
No, making the shumai was fun.
就是形状有那么点不好。
Well, they do look a bit crooked.
Did you say something?
没，你帮大忙了。
Nothing. Thanks for helping so much. Kanna been helping me make shumai for the next day. Emmy had been helping a little too, but she fell asleep quite quickly when we carried her to her futon. I was really tired. And a child like her must have been even more tired than that.
那接下来交给我就行了。
I'll take care of the rest.
Okay, thanks. Good night.
好的，辛苦了。
Thanks again.
就这样吧，我也该睡了。
I should get some rest today. We're open for business again tomorrow. I murdered. I carried a huge pile of shumai to the fridge. Originally, Emmy and Kanna were supposed to only take care of the customers. I was glad they agreed to help me with the kitchen too. If I had to make all the shumai by myself, it would take it even longer.
Whew, 累了。
I'm so tired. I whispered and pulled my passbook out of my drawer. My account was filling up. I was about halfway towards the target I set myself. The job was going to run for a year, I'm told. About 5 months of that were left. If nothing out of the ordinary happened. I was going to make it to my target, though barely. Open the sidewalk cafe. Make the cushion more comfortable.
因为需要钱吧。
You really need money. I wasn't talking about myself. I needed money too. But the sister needed even more. I wasn't sure how much the cafe was going to make. But I was happy if it helped them even a little. And out of mind, went back to the kitchen to make more shumai. And I guess we'll stop there for today.